Alam. I
Born in US lang. Born in S.
USA. My father's name
is
Mohammed M.O.A.
My name is Mohammed Alam. I coming from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Now I living in Coney Island, Brooklyn. I working as a taxi driver for 11 years. I like my job. In 1994, when I come USA, this country is very expensive. I work and my wife is working. That's why we are survived. After 9/11, we face a lot of trouble, and I am scared. What happened tomorrow or future? I don't know.
The Alam family was one of the families who've been affected by the policies of this government since September 11, 2001.
What happened after 9/11 was that there was this notion that immigration and terrorism are intertwined. Many of the policies were actually targeted against certain nationals, basically Muslims. In all the post 9/11 policies, special registration was the worst.
In 2002, the Department of Justice announced men and boys over the age of 16 from certain nationalities would have to report voluntarily to the Department of Justice and register themselves.
Initially, it was perceived, at least by the people, as a way to cooperate with the government. It seemed like you cooperate with us and we appreciate it, and a lot of people lined up for hours.
The consular office suggests me you go to registration because it's the government law. Morning 6 o'clock, a lot of line, lot of people, because this day is last day. At noon, 12 o'clock, they call me. They take my passport, then take my interview. What is my name, my family address, my father, mother name, my workplace. I give everything, biodata, my life. Midnight, 12 o'clock, they call me. We search me, check me, what you have, what I might have. They speaking, you Muslim? Yes, Muslim. This immigration officer abused me. He's speaking like fucking, these Muslim people no good. Then push my in cell room, like in jail. Cell. They take my picture, they take my fingerprint, they give me paper and tell me make a sign. I asked the immigration officer, what is this? Fucking you make a sign. They make a sign, lot of paper, but I don't know. That time is night 3 a.m. My wife is crying. She is afraid what happened my husband. Next day I go to lawyer. They tell me this is paper for deportation.
The irony is that the government has not released any statistics of a person who registered being charged with terrorism.
The vast majority of them are still here and basically are waiting to be deported fairly soon. Most of them are fighting their cases.
We are innocent people. We are working is about 10 years. We work, we pay tax. We not have any crime. This country, no have criminal activity.
Mohammed Alam actually applied for asylum after he was already put into deportation proceedings. He is eligible for political asylum because of the political situation right now in his home country in Bangladesh.
I have history. Please, can
He told me to read these things. He has a history in here.
My testimony is writing in here. Writing.
As a member in the Awami League, I served in this party as a regular member from 1984. I was involving in the independence war in Bangladesh in 1971 by helping the freedom fighter. My lawyer warned me that back in Bangladesh, court issues a warrant for arrest. Policemen are searching for me everywhere. If they can arrest me, they will torture me and kept me under jail custody for a long time. I therefore hope and pray that they will be granted my political asylum and let me help stay in this country with my family.
Once a person is deported, that deportation can really impact a person more than a 6-month criminal sentence. That person is banished for life, forever. Banished for life from family members who may be Americans.
So you guys can all join the meeting. Mohammed Alam, like a lot of other people, had an expired visa. One of the biggest reasons for that is that there hasn't been any real legalization program or amnesty program for immigrants in this country for a long time, not since 1986.
My name is Sultana Jahangir. I'm coming here for the immigration purpose. And we are the victim of the registration. We're coming to get some legal help from the DRUM.
DRUM is a grassroots organization that builds the power and leadership of low-income South Asian immigrants affected by detention and deportation. People come here because they have nothing else to lose. They already have somebody detained or somebody was deported. So it's a real step in making sure that all of these people who are most vulnerable have leadership in changing the policies and the systems that are putting them in that position in the first place. So we really need to make sure that our community, Bangladeshi, Pakistani, Indian, that we're there, right? We have to also show our voice because this is going to affect us. So who can go that day? Anybody here can go?
Me and my husband will go because we have to. Oh, that's okay. We're going to go because this is our boy. We have to go.
New York City police insist there will be no safer place to be than the Republican National Convention. You probably noticed the visible upgraded changes in security. Uniformed officers are everywhere. But it's what you don't see that is key to keeping the convention safe.
With the DRUM, I learned that a lot of people in this country live without the paper or something. If we work together, if we together make protest and raise our voice, it will going to be fair to get the solution of our problem. Somebody told me, don't go, if you are going to be arrested, then you don't have any paper, then you're going to get a problem. If we don't go, then we're not going to make any change. I'm a member of DRUM, Desis Rising Up Moving, and I want to talk to you today about the injustice to immigrants being done in this country. Bush and John Scraft have disappeared so many families from all over New York City. We are here today to tell Bush and the Republicans to go home. Never be afraid. We're not going to be afraid. We will continue to fight your unfair laws until we have human rights and justice for all immigrants in the USA. Justice for all.
We work with hundreds of families who are not just victims, they're actively fighting back.
It's very important for groups to protest against these policies. We've alienated large groups of people who are basically our friends. These are people who've come here to share the American dream like everyone else.
The Alams don't have a lot of time left. They have secured a pro bono attorney, and their lawyer is probably going to go in and make a claim around the political asylum. We don't know what the outcome's going to be. What we do know is that public support always helps.
I think this country people doesn't know about our suffering. This is a democratic country. This is a multicultural, multinational country. Different countries people coming in here, they get paper, they stay in here, they live their life very nicely. We want to do the same thing, but we don't find any way in here how to do it.
It is injustice for some people. Immigrant people is coming and build up this country.
That's why we need a permanent solution for this thing.